Now, fire officials say that they got that call around 8:40 tonight, and when they got here, they found that one of the back storage units was on fire. Police then saw a trail of blood leading to this grassy area right here behind me. The lieutenant governor hasn't arrived yet, but once he does, they expect him to poke his head in here, and then he'll probably go up to his room and come back down later in the night. Firefighters took some belongings out of the house, but the fire spread so fast that the homeowner said he wasn't able to get anything out of the house. Now this morning when I went into the plant, I was able to grab a loaf of white bread, and they had plenty of others on the shelves, including Twinkies and a lot of other products. Here is so wet, construction workers had to throw the towel in today. Don't bring an umbrella. Leave those at home. They'll take them from you right at the gate. Police arrested 8 people on Friday and are still looking for 9 more on drug distribution charges. These arrests come after months of investigation by undercover narcotics officers. In their meeting today, the curators didn't just talk about athletics. They also approved a new $26.5 million dorm on the MU campus. Firefighters started the day extinguishing a garage fire at this Columbia home. Firefighters fought the fire for about 2 hours and say that fire caused about $25,000 in damages. But just 2 hours later,
after turning the home back over to the homeowner, about 2 hours later, we returned to the scene after occupants and neighbors reported smoke and fire from the roof of the home.
Although the 2 fires happened so close together, firefighters aren't sure if they are related.
The fire investigators haven't had a chance to get in there and look at it. So I want to make that assumption that it jumped.
The second fire caused extensive damage to the house. Large portions of roofing were completely gone after firefighters extinguished the second fire. Since the fire took place in the attic, firefighters fought the flames from the ground and ladders to make sure it was completely out. The homeowner says the fire spread so fast, he couldn't salvage anything in the house. While firefighters worked to put the fire out, they tried to get as many possessions out of the home as possible. Stacey Kafka, KOMU 8 News, Columbia. The Hinkson Creek runs through Columbia and parts of Boone County. In the past, the creek has not met the Environmental Protection Agency and Missouri Department of Natural Resources standards for aquatic life. But a partnership among local and federal agencies is hoping to reduce pollution in the creek.
My personal goal is that the Hink, as it's referred to, becomes the model stream for the urban stream for Missouri. And I believe that if it's going to happen anywhere in the state, it will happen in Columbia, Boone County, Missouri. And it only can happen with all of us pulling together.
Scientists are also working with the groups to lend some expertise to the improvement.
Together, these folks have all the necessary background to properly guide the scientific part of this process.
The Columbia City Council still has to discuss this combined plan.
The proposed Collaborative Adaptive Management, or CAM, agreement will be introduced at next week's council meeting on Monday and voted on at the April 16th meeting.
Cleaning up this creek has been a long process, but involved groups hope working together could make it safer for everyone. Stacey Kafka, KOMU 8 News, Columbia. For many Mid-Missourians, this Hostess bankruptcy hits home. The plant in Booneville will close its doors as part of the shutdown. I spoke with some Booneville residents who will be losing more than just the smell of fresh bread in the morning.
There's no place else in this town to find a job.
For Booneville residents, the factory downtown served as a place of employment for nearly 100 residents. And now that it's shutting its doors, the Booneville factory joins a recent downward trend in the economic landscape of the city.
It'll be a ghost town. There's just nothing here, and my husband and I, we've had to go now to another state and for him to get a job.
But for others who don't work for the company, the bakery outlet next door served as a place where they could buy bread at a discounted price.
Oh my goodness, I've lived in the same house for 48 years Sunday, and this is the only bakery I've ever gone to. So it's been a long time.
A place to shop for food, and more importantly, jobs, all leaving the town of Booneville. The bakery outlet will be selling off all the remaining products starting tomorrow morning. On Monday, workers will close the doors for the last time.